I don't drink soda.
Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, the Halloween special. My name's Mikey Booyah.
My name is Leonardo.
I don't think people can. My name is Mikey Booyah.
I mean, your name is like really the name of the character.
Oh, yeah. My name's Mikey Turtle. I don't know if this is going to be good for the audio. We should have cut holes in the masks.
This is poor planning.
Yeah, we could do the shirts though.
Yeah,
we could do that.
They got the gist of it.
So, we started setting up this dry ice that you could see here, right? We got this McDonald's bucket. What's going on? Hold on. Oh shit, that's bubbling, baby. Blue. Yeah, welcome.
It's like a brew.
It's a bubbly brew. Man, this thing's fucking... So we started setting this up for this Halloween special, this cauldron, and then we found out that, dry ice is questionable for electronics here. Dry ice also displaces oxygen in a room and makes it to where you can't breathe and stuff.
That's why it should be, used only in a very well ventilated area or outside, which...
There we go. We vented it up. So for audio listeners, I just want to paint the scene for you. It's Halloween season, okay? We're here
in the big city.
In the big city, we have a McDonald's bucket. McDonald's.
What is that, like a witch, or is that Frankenstein? It's a witch, I think.
Is yours thing? There we go.
Plastic witch buckets from the McDonald's.
Yeah, this is a witch bucket from McDonald's, and limited time only available for like a week or something. And it's a throwback to a 1993.
Oh, I remember, baby.
Yeah. So we got one of these. We have it literally bubbling right now. A bubbling cauldron of dry ice, displacing the oxygen in the room. Do you feel okay?
Making it very difficult for it to get to our head, the oxygen that we need for.
Yeah, this is questionable, right? Let's see. Oh, it's barely even cold down there. Should I breathe it in maybe? Should we pour more water in?
Take a hit of dry ice?
You want to get some of that, dude? Try it out.
For the audio listeners, we're inhaling dry ice fumes, and that was a real bad idea.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was a bad idea.
For audio listeners, we inhaled big giant clouds of
We're taking just
dry ice
hot
fumes.
rails of dry ice.
Now, I don't know how to make dry ice, so I poured in just a lot of different things and chemicals, because I know that you need like ammonia or bleach or something to make the bubbling. Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
No, yeah, it's not. It's like you get dry ice from the store. They sell it. And they sold it to me. Didn't even ask me what I was using it for, dude. They were like, sure, here you go. Dry ice.
You poured bleach on that?
I poured bleach in it and ammonia and like...
See, I don't think that's part
mixed
of
like a couple things.
I think it's just supposed to be hot
water.
water.
The dry ice. There's hot water in there.
But I don't think bleach nor
that's
pneumonia
what I poured in right
be
here. So, I do kind of feel funny.
Yeah,
it could be a placebo, but let's just... We'll just let that bubble around down there. That should be fine. Do you think it's bad if I put it right underneath me and breathe it? Should it leave the room?
We might want to take it out.
For audio listeners, we're just trying to figure out like what we're going to do with this bucket, because now it's just bubbling and releasing some carbon or something, carbon dioxide. Here, you want to put it right out there on the rail? Don't spill it and don't breathe it in. When you walk forward, don't let it go into your face and breathe it in. For audio listeners, Ty is leaving the room right now. He's going to go discard. Yeah, Jerry would definitely take care of something like this. So that's all right. Go ahead and get back in here. Go ahead and reset. Oh, I know why this feels weird.
Should we start the show over?
Yeah, because I didn't put any headphones on. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Neither did you. We had masks on. Now it feels like we're doing a show, right? Put those headphones on and let me know. Let me know how that feels.
That seems a little more nice.
Yeah, it feels a little better, right? It feels a little more like what we do. So we'll go from the top. We'll count it down. Is the camera's good?
Camera's good.
5, 4, 3. Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast Halloween special, everybody. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is
Oh, it's
Awesome
Awesome
Ty.
Ty. The Awesome Ty reveal, everybody. Congratulations. And first, I would like to bring y'all into our first segment, Drip Check. Okay, so I'm putting like the music in post.
Okay.
So, yeah. Drip Check, baby. We are wearing our Halloween costumes.
Yeah, we got these retro Ninja Turtle costumes.
Where's my mask at?
There it is.
Retro.
So you got the turtles rocking these $5,000 to $8,000. What is it? Silk. It's like a silk eye mask, crafted by
Venti.
Donatella Versace. Is that the woman's name? Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace famously, has a similar name to other turtle, Donatello. So we were able to use that connection to kind of work some things to where they're actually paying us to wear these eye masks.
Yeah, these are high quality things, and it's based off of the retro. You guys have seen the whole throwback costume where they sell it in a box. It comes with a mask and a shirt and a weapon or whatever. So this is based off of that, like how Kanye. Well, no, sorry, we don't talk about Kanye.
We're lying. These are just regular costumes.
But I am wearing a Mikey costume, Michelangelo.
I'm wearing Leonardo,
and that's the Drip Check.
And I feel like that's right, because like you're over here, you're smoking weed, you've got nunchucks.
I'm the party dude.
I'm over here. I'm more of the serious leader type.
Yeah.
Leader of men.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I can't talk right now because I'm smoking weed. So, will you actually wrap up the Drip Check episode or that?
Yeah.
Segment,
So the Drip Check. Yeah. So the shirt part of the costume is I'm assuming some sort of cashmere, like an expensive sweater that was like made from like a rare endangered.
Yeah, it feels like a hug. And that's it, Drip Check. So thanks for experiencing that. We are here with candies. Are these knockoff candies?
No, these are courtesy of Dollar Tree. Yeah, this is name brand Warhead Taffy. And we've got, of course, everybody's favorite, the little flavored Tootsie Rolls, the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls that you can only get during Halloween season.
Everything but chocolate they have in there.
No, fuck no, you don't want chocolate.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's like a year-round thing. This is a special occasion. So thank you for taking the time out of your season and for joining us. I know you're carving pumpkins out there.
Yeah. What's your Halloween costume going to be?
Apples.
Let us know.
Sound off. Let us know your costume. Have you seen Outrageous Pumpkins?
I've seen some Outrageous Pumpkins.
Oh, Ty. Ooh, Ty. There's this show. All right. It's on a little network, a little streaming service called Discovery Plus. I don't know if you have that.
I do not have that.
Well, I got it for the whole 90 day. They have a whole 90-day universe on there, and all
90
the
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, and all the like quirky TLC shows, like I Fuck My Car and like I'm in Love with the Toaster and shit like that.
Is that the one or the network that has the 60 Days In or whatever, where they send somebody to jail?
Possibly, but I have been watching that too. 60 Days In is lit. But what was my initial? Oh yeah, Outrageous Pumpkins, dude. Outrageous Pumpkins is lit. And
what's so outrageous about these pumpkins?
Okay,
they
so
get their own show.
It's 3 pumpkins, right? You remember the cavemen, like the Geico cavemen?
Sure.
It's like that, but like pumpkins, and they're living in an apartment together in New York City.
Oh, so these pumpkins are living human lives.
Yeah, as pumpkins though. But everyone else in the world is human. Yeah, and they're the pumpkins, but nobody really talks about it.
Nobody's like pays much attention to the fact that these pumpkins are going about.
Yeah, they get treated just like everybody else, and it's a whole like.
And that's how it should be, right? Like if there were like pumpkins that had human brains and could like move around on their own and speak and talk. I mean, you'd want to see that would be the right thing to do, right? Like
you want to treat them humanely, yeah, humanely like a human, which is what humanely means. You know that, right?
I just put the dots together.
Yeah. So, we What was I? Oh yeah, outrageous pumpkins, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these pumpkins.
I'm sorry, man, because I know that you haven't been smoking weed, which is a segment that we'll get into later. I
might smoke some weed.
I have been smoking weed.
Already?
Yeah. Do you want to pack another bowl? You want to smoke some weed? I've been smoking a lot of weed.
I feel like I'm already pretty stupid today, regardless. So like, it's probably not going to make me any worse.
I feel like since you've stopped smoking weed, there's been like the streets are flooded with weed now because it's not getting smoked.
Right, because I was buying up all the weed.
Yeah,
I was
everyone was dry.
I was hoarding it. Yeah.
People were like, "Can dude, I'm dry. I'm Ty dry," is what people would call it. Is when Ty would come and buy out all the weed. Because you were just such a head. It was like part of your
a ticket scalper. I would come along, buy up all the weed, and then just charge exorbitant prices for it on the secondary market.
Mm-hmm. In a legal way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I mean, you're definitely not admitting to drug dealing.
No, I'm not admitting to that at all.
Okay, great.
Marijuana is legal in California.
Yeah, it is.
It's unregulated,
and you can gift it, to people that
and they can gift me, 6-7 times the retail value of that.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's just
a gift for a gift. That's how gifts work. You never heard of like white elephant, But this isn't the Christmas episode. This is the Halloween episode, and Outrageous Pumpkins is lit, and it's a bunch of pumpkin carvers and carvettes, and they say there's like 8 people. A lot of them, some are like professional, do it like as a trade, or like ice sculptors or whatever. Some people are just a hobby.
Wait, you said that this show was about 3 pumpkins.
No, I lied.
Living in New York.
I lied about all that.
I was so much more excited about that. Like, that actually might have checked out.
Well,
and
that's
this is
something
just like
that we
people
could
carving
make.
pumpkins, like the fucking Great British Bake Off, except with pumpkins. It's like, ooh, this, like semi-artistic, cool.
Kind of, but just the whole way that the show is like set up, it's super.
And I picture some like kind of like fat, like a James Corden type hosting the thing and like cracking wise at all the contestants. Is it James Corden?
No.
Is it James Corden?
No. They do have a different host every season, I'm pretty sure. But they do it on like this farm, this like pumpkin patch. They have a big sign. It says Outrageous Pumpkins. And that's like my favorite part of it. And I know that sounds dumb when I say it out loud, but it's like a big purple sign over the farm. And it's like purple and orange, like orange with like purple font. And it's all Outrageous Pumpkins.
That's outrageous.
And it's like a whole vibe and like a whole little Halloween look and feel. And it's very spooky.
That's creepy, man.
So I want to talk about the war on Halloween.
Okay.
You've heard war on Christmas?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, the war on Halloween is going down. I read a couple articles recently about how it's problematic to use the term spooky. That spooky has some like racist undertones and usage back in like blaxploitation era.
Yeah, I'm
Hollywood.
familiar with the derogatory use of it, but I mean, I don't see how, like, that's not like a popular slang. Like, maybe it would have been inappropriate to use the term spooky in like 1945 or something like that.
Yeah, in the time.
It's not really like a big.
Well, everything comes back around, and this is coming back around.
So people are out there calling, using the S word as a slur.
I don't think anybody
in 2022,
is doing it, but I think that what it is it's probably like a social, like an extreme social.
Now,
justice
who's spearheading this war on Halloween? What is it? Is this like a BLM telling us that it's racist, or
it's definitely a white person that's saying that it's racist against black people, I think.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if it's exclusively black people.
I mean, I'm assuming that like it refers to like black people being called spooks.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like, again, I've never really like heard that used in my lifetime.
It was before
that would be
our
like
time,
something I would see in like maybe like a movie or something, like depicting the 60s or like segregation times.
Like, I remember one time there was like a I want to say it was like a zombie movie, like one of the old ones that was in like the 80s or something. And there was a part where the guy was like, "Oh, we don't want to be out after dark. The kids get spooked." And then the black girl was like, "Watch your mouth." which I don't know if it's more racist that I just said spooked or that I almost did a black voice.
Yeah, I think the voice was probably the more
right?
problematic thing.
So that was the first time that I was like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? And then I guess I like looked it up in the dictionary. I found the word.
I mean, like I can't recall having heard it used even in like a specific instance on a movie, but I'm familiar with it. So like I had to have obviously like digested it somewhere, but
yeah. But anyway, at least one person is upset about it and is trying to put an end to the term spooky with Halloween. So
I mean that kind of like is. I mean, it's kind of defeating like
the progression.
I just don't see how it's
relevant.
Yeah,
like nobody's using that word anymore, so like it doesn't really have like any sort of meaning.
And even I mean. Are people really like using that like all the time? Like in either? Like
it's like exclusively synonymous with scary now in 2022.
But still, people don't say spooky, do they? Like as a word for scary or for black people. Like I don't think that's like even a commonly used word. I guess spooktacular Halloween.
Yeah, spooktacular, but that's
you can't take spooktacular away from us because that's
that's literally what this episode's called. So
spooktacular,
it's like, spooktacular.
No, we're not. Nope.
So
nope.
This is a war on Halloween that hasn't started yet, but it's brewing. It's like
it was like that dry ice, just sitting there in the thing, and then as soon as someone comes along with a cup of warm water, it's gonna rise up and it's gonna create like a whole thing for about
fog
5 minutes, vision, and then eventually it's just gonna go away.
Like in 90 Day Fiance, the new season that's going on. They have to say in the beginning that this was filmed before Russia's invasion on Ukraine because a lot of the people are from the Ukraine on the show. There's like 2 or 3 on there right now. So they're like flying back and forth. They're talking to their family. They're like, what's going on? Like Russia seems kind of not chill. And everyone's like, Russia's chill. Don't even trip.
Don't trip on Russia.
And this guy went there for like a dating thing and fucking... He was like, I heard about Russia being mad at Ukraine. And like the lady was like, nah, man, Ukraine's hella safe. I'm in Kiev right now. Go ahead and roll through. It's super safe here. And
Russia
then,
ain't gonna slide.
2 months later, they were getting bombed and fucking.
And then, like, aren't they winning the war though?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Until like Putin drops like a nuke on them, which is also what I heard it's about to happen. Is that?
Yeah, I heard that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman like came together and are somehow helping, not providing like direct aid to Ukraine, but giving them like a lot of support, like emotional support. They're excited about the new Deadpool movie, and I think that
see, I kind of wonder if this is going to be like when we gave Afghanistan all of the military support and weapons, and then they like developed the Taliban or something, and like like became our enemy.
Yeah,
I just wonder about Ukraine. Like I don't know their politics. I don't know those people.
Yeah,
I'm not necessarily on board with giving them all this this military support.
So we are still on the fence about Ukraine.
Yeah,
but there are a couple people that we would like to welcome back into our good graces. It's a new season, right? Season 3.
Yep.
And we dropped some people. We got some new enemies last week, but we also are going to get some new friends.
Yes, yes. Time heals all wounds, as they say, and you can't keep a good man down, is another saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So
only the good die young.
Yeah, and I mean
that's a saying that doesn't really apply.
Doesn't really apply because he's still alive and he's not very young. So.
Yeah, but we have first off Chris Lambert, creator of
Your Own Backyard podcast about the disappearance and murder of Kristen Smart. It's been like a long time investigative crime podcast. One of the very first ones to kind of did that, which there's like a million of them now. These podcasters that go out and investigate
he like created
murders.
a genre.
He created a genre and eventually solved the murder because Kristen Smart's killer Paul Flores was convicted just this past week. It's been a long time coming, and we've given Chris, a little bit of a hard time in the past, I guess. I mean, but you have to ask questions, and that's all we really ever did. We never assaulted him or slandered him. We just asked questions, and
it's just science. Science is all about like questioning the truth.
And now that the judicial process has played out, we can go ahead and,
very safely say that he killed it, and that was like
he killed it and not her.
Not her,
which was that was a possible theory.
We alluded to that. Before.
We presented the theory. I mean, we didn't say he did,
which we're allowed to do.
Exactly. So now that Paul Flores has been convicted, we're just going to go ahead and say, Chris, great job, great podcast. You brought justice to
give him his
Smart
roses.
family. We're going to give you your roses.
I listen to every episode of this podcast.
Great podcast.
Great podcast.
Great podcast.
And, just what a crazy thing that just like a guy doing just some independent research and creating this like show could literally solve this crime
that law enforcement couldn't do for 30 years.
Yeah. And dropped all kinds of things to us like before it ever dropped on the news. It was like on the new episode of the podcast. Like I remember he had information about the trucks that they had like brought in. And he like went out into some field and was like crawling around at 4 a.m. like waiting for them to do this drop. And he found out about this stuff and then talked to the cops, and they were like, okay, you can talk about it, but you can't say anything until we say something. So they made him wait until say November 21st or whatever it was. And they did their press release on November 21st, but they did their press release at like 2 p.m. and he dropped his new episode at like 8 a.m. So we got that info. He legally only had to wait until that day. He didn't have to wait until a certain time, however they worded the agreement or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's out here dropping shit to us before the
gems.
Cops. And, just solid work, dude. Well, no, the camera turned off.
So I guess we could just like insert some like stills of Chris Lambert or something like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Whole spiel. But he's not the only one that is being welcomed back into the good graces of the NHP universe.
Mm-hmm, that's right. Kevin
Spacey, convicted, I thought, sex pervert and just a real creep.
Yeah, we all thought.
Has beaten his case and is apparently like, can we get computer tell us about Kevin Spacey in the news?
Here's what I found from Reuters. Closing arguments began on Thursday in Kevin Spacey's civil sex abuse trial as the Oscar-winning actor fights allegations that he made an unwanted advance on a 14-year-old in 1986. Anthony Rapp, now 50, testified earlier this month that an intoxicated Spacey, then 26 and acting on Broadway, climbed on top of him at a party at his Manhattan apartment. Rapp, at the start of his own Broadway career at the time, said he was able to swerve my way out, but that the experience started. To hear more, just say, next story.
No.
So basically, he beat that case, and he was proven not guilty. He did not molest that 14-year-old boy.
That Rap kid, he
or
fucking
at least
lied.
There was insufficient evidence to prove
he's a liar, and he knew that he could get famous off of this Kevin Spacey smear campaign, and he ruined a good man's name so that he can get some money or some fame or whatever. And like, what a fucked up thing.
Yeah,
because
it was at the height of House of Cards too, which was a great show at the time, and he just ruined that show.
And what's fucked up is that this probably did happen.
Oh, 100% it happened.
And
I mean, God, Kevin Spacey. I mean,
and there's news outlets out there that are saying exactly what I just said, and just saying like he's a liar and he fucking this and that.
And I also think there's been like tons of allegations against him, not just
multiple people, and a bunch of people go missing and die and stuff. But that's neither here nor there, because Kevin Spacey is forgiven. I think that Baby Driver was a great movie. It came out right after he got canceled. Did you ever see it?
K-Pax was dope.
Yeah, K-Pax was good, Beauty. But that was also 30 years ago. Did you ever see Baby Driver?
Yeah, but I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was when they shot the guns at the same time as the beats in the songs. They would like be playing like some Cypress Hill, and then he would be like, boom, 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 boom. And I didn't like that at all. But everything else was pretty cool. And it was right after he got canceled, so it got pulled from theaters and went straight to demand. And
Goddamn travesty.
Yeah.
So what we're demanding now is a theatrical re-release of the movie Baby Driver and of the movie K-Pax. And sound off below if there's any other Kevin Spacey movies that you would like to see have another theatrical run.
Because right now it's a double feature, but it could turn into a marathon if a lot of people want to get like a bunch of different things in. So Kevin Spacey, Chris Lambert, welcome back. Welcome back to our friendship and into the good graces.
Deep down, we always knew that you were both, of great character, and we just had to let the process play out before we can come to it.
Yeah, we just needed to just naturally play out, and now we're good. So, next up, we have exciting news.
Yes.
Very.
What I'm thinking?
Yeah, this is what you think it is. And college radio.
Hold on. First, computer. What is surf rock?
Surf music is a genre of rock music associated with surf culture, particularly as found in Southern California. It was especially popular from 1958 to 1964 in two major forms. The first is instrumental surf, distinguished by reverb-heavy electric guitars played to evoke the sound of crashing waves, largely pioneered by Dick Dale and the Deltones.
Okay.
Either way, I can now send you timely notifications when there are breaks.
Stop.
So we're starting a surf rock band.
Long-winded here, buddy. We're starting a surf rock band. Our local college radio has been head over heels for surf rock.
Yes, they're like, and not just surf rock, local surf rock. And we were kind of like, well, man, like maybe that's the only way. If you're a local musician in this area, that's the only way you can get any sort of coverage from this, popular college radio station is to start a surf rock band.
Yeah.
And at first it was a joke, but then we started to think about it, and we're like, well, I mean, we're already kind of rockers. We might as well just take the surf elements and.
Have you surfed ever?
I mean, I've boogie boarded, and that's basic. I mean, they're adjacent. Yeah. I've spent time at the beach. I'm from California. I know about surf culture. I listen to the Beach Boys. So
see, you can be a surfer and never surf on a surfboard. Like that's a small part of the whole culture of being a surfer.
I mean, I'm not going to call myself a poser, certainly, Can
you do one of these?
Shaka bra.
Hell yeah. You got to shake it though.
So, we've come up with the hardest part to this whole thing with the surf rock band is coming up with a good name. The music's going to be, that'll take care of itself down the line. But we are struggling to narrow it down. We've got a whole pool of names here, and we're hoping that you can sound off below and let us know what the best surf rock or name for our surf rock band would be. So you got the list of finalists here?
Yeah. I have the Sand Boys.
The Sand Boys. That's
the Sand Boys is good. Yeah. Obviously a play on the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys, popular surf rock band, probably one of the biggest ones.
It's really the only one that I know of, and I know that there's like a lot of others that are popular now, like contemporary ones. But the Beach Boys, like they kind of pioneered it. So
yeah, the Ocean Boys.
The Ocean Boys, I like that a lot too.
Ocean Boys is good.
Solid.
Still playing on the same Beach Boys thing. The Coast Boys. Now that's cool because Coast. You have to have a coast to surf.
Yeah. You can't surf in the middle of fucking Indiana.
Yeah, you can't surf in a pond. You can't surf in a water park in a wave pool.
You gotta. I mean, probably on the West Coast too, right? Because like the East Coast is all like trashy and cold, and you can't really surf there because there's like rocks everywhere. So I mean, it's basically. And
even parts of the West Coast. Because I remember I went up to Oregon and I went to the beach there, and the beach is gloomy.
No, you can't surf on.
It's fucking
Oregon?
cold, and something about the sand. The sand was like gravel and not fine. Sand
Oregon's
like
for riding like old timey bicycles.
Yeah, and you know how like Hawaii has that like fine sand.
That fucking just like it's like little white. It's like salt.
Yeah, it's like little powder.
Dust.
And then our sand is like regular sand, like standard
regular average sand. Yeah, I mean
Oregon is like the other way. So you got the fine sand, you got the hard sand. So this is not great.
So yeah, the Coast Boys. That was a good one.
Coast Boys. Next one is the Surf Boys.
I like that. That's straightforward. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
it's
tells
surf
you.
rock.
Yeah, we're boys. We're the boys. We're the
Boys.
Surf Boys.
Surf rock.
And the fact that it's a band tells you that it's rock. So.
And that one doesn't even scream the Beach Boys to me. That doesn't even seem related. That's that one's not based off of the Beach Boys.
No, just
That's just it's its own thing. The Surf Boys. Next, we got the Beach Guys.
The Beach Guys. I think that's got a great ring to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of close to the Beach Boys, but it's not.
Boys kind of implies that we're younger and we are in our 30s.
Yeah,
so
we're boys. We're boys.
Beach Guys.
Oh, okay, we're guys.
Yeah, it could go either way. We're still below.
We could also do the Beach Boys with a Z.
Yeah, Beach Boys
I like that.
with a Z.
Yeah, the Beach Boys.
We could even do the Sand Boys, the Ocean Boys. We could add all those to the list with a Z. Next, we got the Wave Boys.
The Wave Boys. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that because wave is also like
Super
a
huge
word
part of
for
surfing.
and it's also a word for like the next next big thing or whatever.
Hype and stuff.
And that's what we're doing. We're the next wave of surf rock. So we could be the Wave Boys.
I really like that. And then last but not least, we have the Surfin' Safari Boys.
The Surfin' Safari Boys.
This one's got a lot of words.
Yeah, it makes you think. You gotta think to your brain like what is a safari?
Mm-hmm.
Where did I hear that word before?
I had to do that too. I had to go, what is this? What is
now
a
you might
safari?
be saying like, isn't that a Beach Boys song? And it's like, yeah, absolutely it is. It's a great Beach Boys song. So what's the problem?
Why not play off of something that's already great? That's what a lot of things are. They're just redos of something great.
Computer, play the Beach Boys.
And what we're trying
Boys from Spotify.
What we're trying to do here is we're trying to
Nope, stop, computer.
Computer, stop.
It's copywritten.
Computer, stop.
It's not even about surfing anyway.
So, our college radio has been fucking dick over heels for surf rock. They love it. They talk about it, local surf rock constantly. So what we are going to do is we are going to create our surf rock band.
Yeah,
we're gonna record a
it.
couple songs.
Yeah, a couple singles. We're gonna get them pressed on like a 7-inch, 5-inch LP,
and
something like
we're
that.
also gonna take one of our old YouTubes that we don't use anymore, like my Natural Habitat Recordings YouTube or whatever, and we're gonna take those videos that have been uploaded, 8-10 years ago. We're going to replace the video file, change the name, make it to where it looks like it's our band performing 10 years ago. We've been in the scene for a while. We're legit guys. Give us a shot, and we are going to start sending in stuff and getting our songs played on the radio as a beach rock.
We
surf
actually
rock.
just recorded a cover version of Backstreet's Back All Right, like a surf rock cover of Backstreet's Back All Right, just before we started.
Heavy surf influence.
Yeah, a lot of reverb, a lot of treble is what
Yeah.
I've understood, or my understanding of surf rock.
And all right, a popular surfer term, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. All right. All right.
Aight.
I, yeah, there it is. All right. All right.
Well, that's a little urban actually.
Yeah.
The aight.
But, surfers, everything's all right. Everything's chilling. And Backstreet's Back is referring to the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
who-
and like when you're on the beach, like the street's back. You know what I mean? Like you got to go back to get to the street.
Yeah,
'Cause
Backstreet's
you're
Back.
on the coast.
Why is the street? What's the street have to do with anything?
Because it's Backstreet's back.
Oh, the street. Yeah, Backstreet. Street to your back.
Yeah.
Backstreet to your back.
Back.
Because
that Backstreet's it's back.
You're looking at the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you're looking at the ocean, it's all right.
Right. So it is like
Yeah.
in that sense a surf rock anthem.
So that's going to be great. It's going to be spooky. And we're really excited for that. So when we put out our surf rock band, now we have followed through on ideas like this before. You can check out Moist. Moist is a boy band that we
did that.
that we created and came up with and then made the actual songs and put them out. A lot of people thought it was serious, like that didn't know who we were. We could send it out to someone and they would think it was an actual boy band. And we're going to do that with surf rock. And when we do that, we need all your support.
We need you to fire off that like button.
Mm-hmm.
ring that subscription bell, is it?
Ring the bell.
Notification bell.
Ring the notification bell.
And sound off below. What songs do you want to hear us cover? And what surf rock name do you like best for us?
Yeah. And what's your favorite surf rock band or surf rock song? Sound off, you know?
And then speaking of ideas that we follow through with, we promised you a hotline, and God damn it, this time we delivered. So what we need you to do is pick up your phone.
Call 805-900-7301.
That's 1-805-900-7301.
The number's on the screen.
And that's the brand new Natural Habitat Podcast hotline. We're going to be updating weekly with various content.
Yeah, we'll update it on the days that we record the episode. We'll record a little thing for you, and then you can call in. So it'll be updated like every Monday.
Yeah, you listen to the message, and then you sound off in the voicemail and let us know what you liked or didn't like about it.
You can literally sound off.
Giving you all kinds of useful information on there that we can't get away with posting on YouTube. You know, like all the stuff that we want to say that violates YouTube's terms of service. We're going to say on the hotline.
Yeah.
Completely unfiltered.
So call that up, save that in your phone, call it.
Hot takes
days.
on the hotline.
Yeah.
That's 1-805-900-7301.
Oh, damn. How'd you remember that?
From the commercial, which will be coming next week.
Oh, shit. All right, cool. So is there anything else that we wanted to do that we wanted to say?
Fuck, I don't know.
Before we get out of here, I want to say that we had there was an idea of something that we were going to do.
Did we have something else?
And then I added all the things in my notes. We got Kevin Spacey. We got Surf Rock. We got the Hotline. Drip Check. War on Halloween. That went down. Mention popular podcasts. You want to do that before we get out of here?
Should we just list off some podcasts?
How about Rachel Maddow presents Ultra? No, I don't think people that are listening to her show would like our show.
So we've got Crime Junkie, presumably about crime.
From Audio Chuck?
Brains On. That's probably just going to be something, like boring and informational. Sex with Emily, which is something I would certainly like to have. Let's talk about mental health, which you got to assume that's probably worth checking out, right? You got Bill Barr? Is it Bill Barr?
Bill Burr?
Bill Burr. That doesn't seem right.
No.
Bill Burr's Monday
Monday morning
podcast.
Yeah, that's Bill Burr. What do you mean that doesn't seem right?
Pretty sure it's Bill Barr.
No.
On Purpose. With
you know what we did
Jay
do?
Shitty.
We did talk about Your Own Backyard a lot, so we could probably tag that, and it'd probably be relevant right now because of the trial and everything, so we could kind of capitalize on that.
Yes.
So we actually already did. We already mentioned a popular podcast. So, computer, do you have anything to add?
You have 8 items on your shopping list. Here are the 6 most recent.
Hey,
what are some outdated
computer.
slang terms?
Computer, stop. What? What's
computer?
You have 8
slang?
items on your
Computer,
shopping list.
stop.
Computer, perform a rap.
I couldn't find a list called Stop Computer Perform a Rap.
Computer rap.
Got my mind on a number, lucky number of mine. 3.14159. My day is pi day. Diameter, circumference. Infinite, irrational,
It's not pi day.
Going around in circles or revolving.
You're dropping about pi?
Feeling
What?
transcendental over 3.14.
Woo!
Take a slice of that never-ending pie. A never-ending slice. Oh me, oh my.
See you next week.
Natural Habitat Recordings.